In this quick video guide, we're going to talk about normal map online. Now you can find it just by searching for normal map online. And once you're in, there we go. This is going to be a really easy and fast and free tool to use to create textures if you want to create materials in 3D software. So if you're interested in 3D software, you can check also our other video courses and guides that you will find in the channel. But in this video here, we're just going to concentrate on how we can use this tool to generate textures. We're not going to explain everything about textures and so on. So first thing, let's get our texture. We don't need, in this case, the whole package. We just need an image, a single diffuse texture. So if I search for image, right now I'm searching for texture, wood, seamless, and I find different texture here, but I decided to get this one here, which is called Balsa Wood Texture. You can find it on Wikimedia Commons, and here is the author and all the other information right here. So I just click and download the 1K resolution texture. So right click, save image as, and I've saved that in my computer. Now once it's saved, I can just click and drag it from there into the application. So you can either use a height map to begin, but in this case we are not let's say that we don't have a height map, we don't have normal map, we need to start with simple pictures. And this is also like the way it should be to be the best that you can do, but in this case we don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna click there and apply this as it comes, which is not the way it should be, but that's okay. You just need to rotate that like with the GIMP or Photoshop or an image editor. But just to show you that it kind of works also this way. So this is right now the combination of different maps that I'm using. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off all these effects, and then I'm gonna place them one by one. So I can change the type of object to represent my material. There you go. So I have like teapot, cylinder, and other stuff. Let's select the sphere, for example. I can also load a custom object, and this has to be in OBJ format if you want to use it. And also, well, let's apply here the diffuse map. So I'm gonna load the diffuse map also here so that it can be displayed on the object. Now, this is only the diffuse. This is how it's gonna look. Well, it's gonna look better in the 3D software, especially if we use lights and rendering and so on. So this is just a preview, but we can see now, for example, the specularity. Now this is pretty uniform. So the first thing we could do is add some specularity map. So this is going to generate that for us. And you can see that right now it's pretty white. So it's pretty strong. It's pretty reflective. So if I drop down the strength, this is going to become gray and then really dark. And this is going to be the other effect that I will be using. So if I activate now the specular, I can see that it's pretty mild effect. Now let's increase a bit and see the difference. Now we can start to see more specularity, and if I increase it more, I can start to see more and more. Now if I change also the contrast or these other parameters here, which are gonna change the way this is gonna behave. So you can see now I have like more streaks that are gonna be a lot reflective, and the rest is gonna be not reflective at all. So it's like when you work with contrast, it's like that you're giving a different effect, because remember that in specularity, in specular maps, the white represent what it's totally reflective, and the black was no reflection at all. So this changes if you use a scale of gray or a mild effect, a gray effect. And we can also try some different fall-offs here as well. So when you found the effect that you're looking for, you can move to the other. You can also deactivate this if you want to concentrate on something one by one. So what we can also generate ambient occlusion. This is where the light, well, the black parts is going to be where the light it's find it difficult to reach that part of the object. The black is where it's more difficult to reach for the light, and the white is where the light easily reaches the surface. Displacement, it's a 3D effect. So if I increase this and try to, let's apply this. Also, I can drop this down a little bit. We can see that it's actually extruding parts of the object. So again, you need to test this when you are in your software. You cannot do it really here unless in something real simple. You can change the contrast again and the sharpness. And again, black represents no effect, white represents the total of the effect. We can also invert. Now, we can also generate normal, which is kind of a 3D superficial effect as well, but it's not so strong. So if I increase it a little bit, I can start to see, there you go, that we have some superficial effects there. We can try to manipulate the texture a little bit. Now, usually these look purplish like this, so you can see we can start to appreciate the effect. If you drop that down, you won't see that 3D superficial effect anymore. Okay, we can also change here these different types to find the one that looks better for us. Well, I like this one actually. So right now I can use normal, specular all together and see the results here, and also ambient occlusion. And when I'm ready to download, I can click here and download the maps. So right now I'm downloading the normal map. Here I will download the specular map, or I can click here and download all the maps. So if you click there, you can save them one by one, all the different maps. So you can see here, it's asking me to save the ambient occlusion, normal, and displacement, specular, and so on. Now remember, if you want to create roughness instead of specular, you need to invert this. So make it really white instead of really black. And that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel. Leave also your comments. You can ask for assistance. You can write your questions. You can also give suggestions to users. And also please check our other video guides about the 3D modeling softwares and the material editing and so on. You can also see our full video courses. So just go in the channel and explore a little bit, search for the thing you're looking for, or again, you can ask questions and ask for assistance in the comments. So this would be all for this video guide. Thanks for watching and see you in the next.